Look at something red. Anything. A phone case, a sign, an apple. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. That object is not red. Nothing in the universe is red. Redness exists in exactly one place, and it's inside your skull. Color is not a property of the world. It's not sitting on the surface of that apple waiting to be seen. It's something your brain builds in the dark out of almost no information. And once you understand how little it's working with, you'll never trust your eyes the same way. Start with what's actually out there. Light is a wave, and waves have lengths. Some are long, some are short. Vance in. That's the whole story on the physics side. A wavelength is a number. It is not a color. There is no red in it. Your eye receives a soup of these wavelengths all mixed together, bouncing off everything around you. Millions of possible combinations arriving all at once. And to make sense of that flood, you have 3 sensors. 3. That's your entire color hardware. 3 types of cone cell in the back of your eye, each tuned to a rough range, roughly long, medium, and short wavelengths. Everything you have ever seen was reconstructed from 3 numbers. Your brain compares those 3 signals against each other and builds a color out of the ratio. More long than medium, that gets tagged red. Balanced differently, yellow. The color isn't in the light, it's in the comparison, which leads to something genuinely bizarre. Because you're only sampling 3 points, wildly different mixtures of light can produce identical signals, and therefore look like the exact same color to you. The yellow on your screen and the yellow of a real lemon are physically nothing alike. Your screen is faking it with red and green light, but your 3 sensors can't tell the difference, so your brain reports the same yellow. Your entire screen is exploiting a loophole in your eyes. It gets stranger. The color you see doesn't even track the light hitting your eye. Walk an object from daylight into a warm lamplit room, and the wavelengths bouncing off it change dramatically, but the object still looks the same color to you. That's your brain silently guessing what the lighting is and subtracting it to give you a stable answer. It's not reporting what's there, it's editing. And that editing is exactly why people once furiously argued about the color of a certain dress on the internet. Here's the towel. Some colors you see correspond to no wavelength at all. There is no magenta in the rainbow. Go look. It's not a wavelength. Your brain manufactures it to bridge the gap between the 2 ends of the spectrum because it needed the circle to close. And most of what you're seeing isn't even being measured. Your color sensors are packed almost entirely into a tiny central patch of your retina. Out at the edges of your vision, you have very little color detection at all. Yet the whole room looks fully colored right to the corners. That's because your brain is filling it in from expectation and memory, and never mentioning that it's guessing. You are not looking at a colored room. You're looking at a small colored circle, surrounded by a very confident reconstruction. And not everyone's version is the same. Most people run 3 cones, some run 2, and experience a narrower range. And a small number of people appear to carry a 4th working cone type, meaning they may draw distinctions the rest of us simply cannot perceive. Language shapes it too. Different cultures carve the spectrum into different named categories, and those categories change how quickly people sort and match colors. Where you draw the line between blue and green isn't discovered, it's taught. So what is color, really? It's a summary, a ruthlessly compressed 3-channel interpretation of something far richer than you can perceive. Built for usefulness, not for truth. Ripe or unripe, safe or rotten, him or not him. Which means the world isn't colorful, you are. Every sunset you've ever loved was assembled in the dark, in silence, by a brain doing its best with 3 numbers. So, do you think my red is the same as your red? Fight it out in the comments, and subscribe for more of this.